Audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. Want to win in life's challenges? To know the will of God and have more passion for Him? Practical help right now with Tak Bhana and Running with Fire.
Relationships. Yes, we're all in relationships. At home, at school, at work, in church. The issue is not are we in relationships, it's what is the quality of our relationships. Are they in good order? Are they in good shape? Gary Smalley says we are hardwired for relationships. It's in us. And 85 years of research came to this conclusion: strong relationships are what make for a happy life. So there's two things I want to encourage you to do in the future, or this coming year, or throughout the year. Number one, do an audit on your relationship world. How is it? What's it like? And then find time to invest in relationships. They say small investments in relationships have huge benefits. A phone call, a text, a card, even small talk is important. Talk to that operator, that shopkeeper, or whoever it is. In most cases, they're going to make you, they're going to like you a little bit more. You know, when you go to a restaurant, I do this. I talk to the waiter. I ask them their name, chat to them. Usually the service improves because relationships does that. So be intentional about developing relationships with those you work with. Don't just hide away in your corner, in your office. No. Connect with people. Talk to people. Proverbs 18:24. A man who has friends must himself be friendly. Do you know what you focus on in someone? What you magnify grows and grows and grows. It just gets bigger. So you want to focus on the good in people. But the closer you get to someone, guess what? The more faults you will see. That's why marriage is so hard. You get real close. You see real faults, and they are real. What are you going to do with them? How are you going to handle them? You're going to work hard at their relationship. You know, because it's harder to love people get closer to. You know, the other person looks awesome. You look around, have a good look around, and they look awesome. You get close to them, they're not very awesome at all. So you just got to work on relationships to make it happen. So have a relationship plan. What about that? Make a list of the relationships that you have and that you want to develop, and work hard on them, because if you do, they'll flourish. If you neglect them, they will deteriorate. How come we're not so close? Well, because you didn't put time into it. Same with your marriage. You neglect it long enough, it's going to go downhill. You have to invest in relationships to make them healthy. And because you're going to invest in relationships today, because you're probably going to need them tomorrow. Proverbs 12:26, the righteous should choose his friends carefully. So when you choose your friends, you choose your destiny. You're better to be alone than in bad company. They say your strength is in your connections. Networking is so common in the world. So God designed us to need others. It's in our DNA. You can't be all God intended on your own. So God has divine connections, alliances for you who are key to your success. And the devil will fight those relationships. So you need to carefully guard them. Sometimes we too easily walk away from divine connections that are key to our future and what God has planned for our lives. Do you know we don't fit in with everybody everywhere? And one of the biggest hindrances to growing in God is wrong connections, flesh connections. The story of Jonathan is a great one in the Bible. His divine connection was King David, but he couldn't let go of his fleshly connection, as it were, with his disobedient father. And so he never fulfilled his destiny to rule alongside David. Christianity is all about being rightly connected in relationships. Remember the story of the lame man? His 4 friends let him down through the roof, and he's healed by Jesus. My question is, he needed those 4 people to get him to Jesus, to get him healed. Who are your 4 friends? When you hit a crisis, who's going to stand with you? Who's going to support you? Who's going to pray for you? Because there's seasons in our lives we need friends around us who are going to get us through a difficult and a struggling patch that we may go through in our lives. So this year, can I encourage you? Pray for those 4 friends. Find them. Find who are they? Get a hold of them. Somehow develop those friendships. And this year, work hard at having our relationships in order in all areas, at home, at school, workplace, in church, in your street. Relationships is what it's all about.
Tak Bhana is the Senior Pastor of Church Unlimited in Auckland, New Zealand. For more information, to make contact or to listen again, look for Running with Fire at our website, vision.org.au. Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.